This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Take it how you want it. Take it, leave it, throw it out the door. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, do it. Hi guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am swatching, applying and reviewing the brand new concealers by The Ordinary. So if you guys do want to see how these apply, as well as how the shades that I've picked look against my skin tone and things like that, then go ahead and keep on watching. These concealers launched yesterday, so hopefully this video finds you in enough time for you to sort of scope out the shades and things like that, because I had a lot of stress picking the shades, and especially because here in the UK we've only got about 21, 22 of the shades available. There are 36 in total. I have no idea why we don't have access to all of them, but I found that the shades that I really liked weren't available, so I tried to match these concealers to the concealers that I already have in my collection. So I will be swatching these against those so you guys can kind of see how the shades match up to the ones that I already wear, especially if you are a similar skin tone to me or round about the same, then you know, I got you, okay, got you. So the concealers retail for £4.95 here in the UK, and they have 8 milliliters of product in them. They do look really teeny, I'm not gonna lie, but they're supposed to be high coverage, so I'm assuming that a little bit is going to go a long way. But we're gonna test out all the claims and things like that in this video. So let's go ahead and get straight into some swatches. So I am gonna go ahead and swatch the lighter shade first, and this is my highlighting shade, and I picked up the shade 3.0Y. And this one is labeled as medium dark with yellow undertones. Even just looking at the strip on the tube, it's looking like it's going to be a little bit light, but I'll show you guys the image of this product that I saw online. It does look a lot darker online than it does in the tube. So I'm going to take out a little bit of that product on the back of my hand here. It's definitely got the yellow undertone, but it's looking a little bit on the light side. That is what the shade looks like swatched. So this is 3.0Y. In terms of the formula so far, it is really creamy and it is really thick as well. So I would definitely go light-handed with this, and that's how I'm gonna apply it. One, because I'm scared of the shade, it's very light, but I think we can try to make it work. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch my usual concealers for you guys next to this shade, just so you know, if you are someone who uses similar concealer shades to me, how this 3.0Y shade will look next to those. And I'm hoping it's going to help you pick a better shade than the one I've got. Yeah, the two concealers that I use the most are the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the Too Faced Born This Way Multi Sculpt. So I've got the NARS concealer in the shade Amande. So I'm going to swatch that one. Yeah, it is definitely darker, and it's got a neutral undertone as opposed to a yellow. So there is NARS in the shade Amande, and then I've got the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpt in the shade Chestnut. So that is what all three of those shades look like. If I'm going to be completely honest, I feel like Chestnut is a blend of these two together. The more I look at it, the more terrified I'm getting. So let's move on to the contour shade that I picked up. So this is the second darkest shade that they had. This isn't the shade I was looking to get, but the one that I wanted wasn't in stock, and I figured that if I use this lightly, it will go far. So the shade that I did get was 4.1N, which is very deep with neutral undertones. This one doesn't actually look like a bad shade for me. I would actually use this and I would pick it up in a shop if I swatched this one in a shop. And I'll show you guys what the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Sable looks like next to this. I already know that it's going to be slightly lighter, and Sable is really dark for me, and now seeing them on my hand, I'm actually shocked because when I use Sable, I definitely feel like I could have gone lighter than that. So I've grabbed the Fenty Matchstick in Espresso and I'm going to try and swatch it under both of these. So there is what Espresso looks like. Yeah, it's a lot of different shades going on right now on the back of my hand. I'm going to start with the highlighting shade. So that's the 3.0 Y. And I will just say that I don't like the little tubes that they come in. I don't like this little nozzle tip. So I'm going to pump a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use a brush to apply. Oh, but it's so light, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna hope for the best. Yeah, that is definitely light. So I'm not gonna put too much of the product on because remember it is supposed to be a high coverage concealer. I can already feel the product drying down on my face, and that kind of leads me to my next point. After I had already placed my order, I did see on Twitter one influencer who had been sent the product a while ago and she'd been using it for some time, and she kind of just tweeted that it is a very, very matte product. And it was at that point that I started to regret my purchase because I just knew. Okay, yeah, do you see how far that little bit that I used is going? Just from that application, I wouldn't call this a high coverage concealer. I definitely say it's more medium to full, if anything. This isn't, yeah, and it's sort of peeling off my foundation underneath, and I think that's just because of how dry it is. But I am using a damp beauty blender, so I don't know what's going on there. But if you are someone who does like that lifted under eye or the bright under eye, this might be a decent shade for you because it doesn't look terrible. Not right now anyway. Not right now. I think you have to work quite quickly with this concealer. You definitely don't want to leave it on your face because I think because it's matte, it dries quite quickly and then it becomes a little bit difficult to work with. Keep looking at my chin and I'm just seeing yellow coming from my chin, so I'm gonna try and mute that out a little bit. I really don't like how it's looking over here. I don't know if you guys can see, but in these two areas here my foundation is coming off. So apply it section by section and then work on that area almost immediately. I don't think that was a bad shade at all. It's definitely a bit yellow where I'm used to having my NARS Radiant Creamy, which is more neutral. So I just think I'm not used to having that yellow on my face, but it doesn't look terrible. And I'm gonna go ahead and do something that I haven't done in about a year, which is to contour my face. It's been a hot minute since you girls contoured, so I am gonna go in with the 4.1 neutral. Let me know what you guys think of the shades in the comment section down below. I think where I was quite scared before, that fear has sort of died down a little bit, and this contour shade, since I am using it so sparingly, it's not coming off too dark, you know? So I'm sort of just stippling it on with this brush right here, and I'm not going to go around the whole way because I've already seen how fast I need to act with this product. So I'm going to work in sections. Yeah, see, it blends it so much easier when you kind of go in straight away when it's still quite wet. It is a little bit grey looking, especially here on my cheeks. On my forehead it's not as bad, but I am getting a little bit of a grey pool. Yeah, I think if I got in a shade that had a yellow undertone, that might have been a little bit better. But even this under eye concealer has a little bit of a hue to it. I'm doing a very light contour because it's been a while since I have contoured. And I'm just making sure that I don't do anything too extreme. I don't know if you guys can see the under eye area clearly, but that is what it's doing right now. It's not as bad on this side as it is on this side. Like, the foundation is literally just vanished before my eyes. Kind of like the Fenty Glow blush does, but that's none of my business. As I've used it in two different ways, when I did my highlight, I did let the product sit for a little bit, but with the contour, I pretty much blended it out straight away. I would definitely say blend it out straight away. That's just my preferred way of using it. I think the other way makes it really difficult and it could mess up the rest of your makeup. So I personally wouldn't delay on the blending. I'm sure there are going to be people out there who absolutely love this product, absolutely hate it, or are kind of like me and they're sort of neutral about it. But this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Take it how you want it. Take it, leave it, throw it out the door. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, do it. So I've set the concealers. I'm going to hop off camera and do the rest of my face. So my bronzing, my highlighting, and all of that fun stuff. And then I'll come back and kind of give you guys my final thoughts on the product, so hang tight. So this is the finished look. I went ahead and added some bronzer and a little bit of highlighter and blush. I did try out a new Fenty highlighter that I did film a video on, so if you guys do want to see that, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel because that video will be out soon. But as for the concealers, as I was doing the rest of my makeup, my opinion didn't really change. The under eye situation definitely bothers me to the point where I'm reluctant to try this product again. I've said it throughout this video, but I would heavily suggest that once you've applied the product to your face to blend it out immediately. Otherwise, you may find the same problem that I had, makeup lifting or difficulty shifting the product and things like that. I think it's definitely one of those products that once it's on, you need to blend it out. Otherwise, she dries down fast and she dries down matte, and it's not really my kind of product. So I kind of knew going in that I was gonna have a little bit of a experience with the product because I did find out that it was matte, and we all know that I am a dewy luminosity type of person. So yeah, there's that. It has a creamy formula and it has decent coverage. It's just that dry down matte aspect of it. It's just not, it's not for me, and I'm not really feeling the whole look right now. But I found that lately, as soon as I try and shift my makeup routine, I just end up hating the whole look. So that's kind of how I feel right now. But in terms of the shades, I definitely think that the more sparing you are, if you've got the wrong shade, you can definitely get away with it. Because I do feel like there are better shades there for me. But I think I managed to do a decent job with the ones that I had. But yeah, those are my first impressions on this product. It's not great, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. But this is definitely just my opinion. You guys are welcome to explore the products on your own and let me know how you feel. If my opinions do change, I will update the comment section down below. Speaking of the comment section, make sure that you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss when I upload a new video. I am gonna go and de-stress for the evening, so I'll see you guys in my next video.